a lot of times we try to get everything perfect. I'm not going to start a business until the situations are right, or I'm not going to start a business until I have everything that I need, which is cool to be cautious, but there's a certain line where you're being too cautious. And we do that a lot with overthinking. Like, we care a lot about failing. And I say we, I'm just speaking in general. This is probably not a everyone thing, but we care a lot about, if I don't get it right, people are going to judge me. If I don't get it right, people are going to laugh. I'm going to tell you something. And the way that I was able to make a business happen is because I wasn't afraid to go out and try. It's no different for anything that we do in life. It's just, don't be scared to try. Don't hesitate making a decision that you really, really want to do simply because you're afraid of failing. Don't overthink. Thanks for tuning in to my gaming podcast, Gems in Gaming, where I play various games and tell different stories about my life, experiences, wisdom, anything to help inspire and encourage others. You were born with the ability to change someone's life, and you should never waste it. If you enjoy, please like, comment, or subscribe. Yo, what's going on, y'all? What's funny about me doing this video today is I told myself I'm done. I'm not gaming for an entire year. I'm gonna see what I can do in the hours that I use gaming. I'm gonna see how I can use those hours and do something else. As y'all can see, because I'm uploading this video, that didn't happen. I was thinking in my head, I'm gonna do a video, I didn't play games for a whole year. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna come back with a 20 pack, come back with all these amazing accomplishments and achievements, or at least that's what I was thinking in my head. I'm like, oh man, this is about to be amazing. This video about to blow. It's about to go viral. And in the time that I committed to this, so like 9 days, I didn't really change much in my day-to-day. So as y'all know, when I started my own business, I had to really take control of my schedule. So I make sure I do pretty much the same activities on a daily basis, and I try to do them around the same time. Hit my workouts, read, get some work done, and then in the time I'm not doing anything productive, my quote-unquote unproductive time is chill out, playing some games, talking to friends, Now, because I wasn't gaming, I'm just sitting around in my unproductive time being mad unproductive. So because I do gyms and gaming, I was struggling trying to find an outlet. I'm only going to do Lifeweaver just because I'm doing gyms and gaming. Lifeweaver is the easiest class to use and not think too much, in my opinion. So, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to game. Let me figure out exactly what to do in between time, in the meantime. And now I have 2 hours max of any given day free. And I'm like editing videos or working on stuff. But I thought to myself, I do this anyway. Like, the only thing I didn't do in the time that I wasn't gaming was that I haven't done in those 9 days was play basketball. But that's only because I'm trying to look for another hobby like swimming. I've been learning to swim, and it must be, in my opinion, it seems extremely rewarding to be a very good swimmer. Like, not just knowing how to swim, but actually swim laps and swim quickly. I really wanna learn this. So I'm really trying that. So out of all the things I typically do that I did not do is I didn't. Yeah, we're cooked. I did not. Yeah, we definitely cooked. I just didn't hoop in those 9 days. Still exercise though, just not my usual workouts that I typically do. So that's okay. I'm cool with that. I'm like, all right, let me figure this out. let me try to do something in between time. So I've been learning different languages. You know, Duolingo makes life super easy. Trying to learn how to play piano. I mean, you can't see it right now on my camera, I don't think, but I got my piano behind me. You know, I've just been trying different stuff. Then I thought about something because I wasn't doing gyms and gaming, and I couldn't really find a healthy outlet that I thought would be beneficial for gyms and gaming. I told myself, oh, go in the tree, go in the tree, go in the tree. I told myself I shouldn't game simply because, you know, if you ever listen to any motivational speaker ever, they always tell you not to do that. They always tell you that that is the most unproductive thing that you could ever do. That's what they always say, right? Like, if you game, then what are you doing? You wasting your life. But I'm a business owner. I'm a father. Oh, well, I'm not a father. I'm actually... my wife is pregnant, not a father yet, so that's some news. But I'm a husband, business owner, a mentor, a career coach. You know, I do a lot in like professionally. I say it like that. I get my workouts done, and I'm pretty productive just in my day to day. So I say all that to say, and I give all this intro to say, I really stopped doing something that I love to do just because I was overthinking. Overthinking in terms of like, no. Overthinking in terms of, oh man, you know, I can't do this thing because someone said it's unproductive, or I can't do this thing because someone else who is also successful is not doing this thing. You know, we are getting destroyed. And how often, for real, okay, how often do we like do stuff like that? Like, how often do we stop doing things that we love or stop doing things that we want to do simply because we overthink? You know, we think about what people say, we think about what people want, like we think about everything about what we really should be thinking about, if I'm being honest with you. Like, and that is, why would you go down? And that's just like a common thing. Oh well. Yo, she shot me out the air. That's funny. That's just like a common thing that we do. Like, we overthink any and everything that we do. Like, if I'm thinking about, you know, if I'm thinking about how I started to see a little bit of success in my business, I stopped being, oh, I think that's funny. I stopped being like so timid about decisions. Like, a lot of times we try to get everything perfect. You know, I'm not going to start a business until the situations are right, or I'm not going to start a business until I have everything that I need. Which is cool to be cautious, but there's a certain line where you're being too cautious. And we do that a lot with overthinking. Like, we care a lot about failing. And I say we, I'm just speaking in general. This is probably not an everyone thing, but we care a lot about, you know, if I don't get it right, people are going to judge me. If I don't get it right, people are going to laugh. I'm going to tell you something. And the way that I was able to make a business happen is because I wasn't afraid to go out and try. It's no different for anything that we do in life. It's just, don't be scared to try. You know, don't hesitate making a decision that you really want to do simply because you're afraid of failing. Don't overthink. You know, I don't know if what I'm doing right here in gyms and gaming is gonna put out all the energy that I want to put out. Like, I have a business, so I'm able to career coach. I have a platform that I want to career coach. But a lot of people that I mentor say, you know, I never learned about God until I spoke to you. Like, typically how I hear about it is very religious, or I'm in church, but you make it make sense in terms of the possibilities and wonders and concept of God. So, you know, I'm thinking, all right, well, I don't want those same people to see me gaming and then they think, you know, whatever. Honestly, it's no justifiable thing I should say as to why I was afraid to play games or why I hesitated playing games simply because of what other people thought. It's ridiculous, if I'm being honest with you. It's really it's just overthinking. You know what I mean? What if there is that person that really wants to learn about God and really wants to, let's just say, make it in life, but I don't want to say make it in life, but game in life. And I'm telling people, well, you're not going to be able to make it because you're gaming. When I game all the time and I'm a successful businessman, a father, this or that, you know, all the things I aim to be and I work on to be good at. You know, it's hypocritical to tell someone else that they couldn't do those things simply because, you know, someone who is successful says not, someone else who is successful says not to do it. The reason I'm saying I shouldn't like put too much into what people think into my decision making process is simply because what if there is that one person that really needs to learn more about gaming or really needs to not learn more about gaming but really likes the game but has something great to offer the world, but they see someone like me who's trying and attempting to make things happen. They see someone like me run away from the opportunity, then we're not helping. You know, I'm not helping. I'm really hurting other creative people or potentially amazing, talented people. I am hurting them from and not helping them achieve a very good accomplishment simply because I'm afraid of what people think. Come on, Ash, why would you run to that? Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. You're close. He survived that? No way. He did. Oh my goodness. You see that? Like, look. I told myself I'm not gonna fight there because I was gonna lose. He didn't care what I thought or... Dang. He got both healers. That's good. That guy didn't... Like, that Life Weaver didn't care about what I think or my position. And he just did what he wanted to do. He didn't really overthink it. Now, let's say that went bad, right? Then there are some people who are gonna say, "Yo, well, if it did go bad, now your team's out of position and he's hurting your team." If it went bad, true, and that's much in life. The if it goes wrong, if we don't get it right, you know, if I fail, then that person has a reason to judge me or whatever the case is. You know, whatever our negative thoughts are. There's always that possibility. Always. Dude, what? There's always that possibility something will go bad. Always. I'm clicked. How are they doing so much healing on the other team? Oh, it's all good. Our DPS isn't doing much damage anyway. Resurrection. So, without getting too like sidelined and too distracted, you know, there's always the possibility that you're gonna lose, you're gonna take an L, whatever, you know, whatever you want to think about or say, whatever. There's always that possibility. always. But there's so much more reward in that risk you're too afraid to take. Like sometimes, I mean, you gotta think. Like I just said, I'm a husband and a father, or soon about to be a father. You know, there are a lot of people that's gonna say, well, you know, I gotta take care of my family, blah blah blah. Did he mean to do that? Yeah, I guess he did. You know, I gotta take care of my family, or I got mad decisions, and I get it. If anyone gets it, trust me, like I get it. But because you have that much more reward, you have that much more motivation to just try to make it happen. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, maybe that's just me. Like, I like playing games on hard mode. You know? I like the game being mad difficult, you know. I really enjoy that. Because when it's super rewarding, I feel excited about the win way more than feeling hurt about the loss. You know, when I lose in a competitive game or a very difficult game, then you know that's all good. That's actually not the worst thing that could happen. You know, because the next time I play it, I'm going to get better and better and better and better, and then it's easier to win. That's just like all things. It's easier to win the more you do something. Just don't overthink it, bro. Just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure that wasn't the most articulate point ever, but and bro, this man's flower is always in like the weirdest position. Man, this knew exactly when I tell it. That's so smart. Don't overthink it, man. There's no point in doing that. Trust. Trust is no point. And it's natural to be like, well, you know, it's natural to be cautious. It's very natural to be cautious. It makes sense that you're cautious, right? It'd be weirder if you just live life and weren't afraid of anything bad. If you had no fear, then you wouldn't be human. You know? If you had no fear at all, you'd be far from human. You're a robot. Come here, come here, come here. Did he just nope. So, you know, I mean, I guess that's, without getting too distracted about what's happening, that's the whole gist of not overthinking. Like, try to do something. Be okay at failing today. That's something new. Like, just make that a task of your day. Like, all right, today I'm gonna fail at X, Y, Z. Because if you do, you know, just decide that day that you're gonna fail at something, you're gonna be okay with, you know, being new to something, then I promise you. No, did I just fall? Oh! Just like right there, man, you know. It's all good. I failed. You know, I'm not new at this, but it's all good. I'm going to put it on the internet, you know. People are going to see that fail. They can clip it if they want. They can do whatever, you know. Sometimes we learn from other people's mistakes. And for real, you got to give those people the credit they deserve for not being afraid to make those mistakes in the first place. For real. I'm telling you. Why am I the only one trying to take out the weapon? It's a simple concept, for real, for real. It's a very simple concept. Don't overthink, man. Be okay. Oh, she did it. Sit back. Be okay failing. That's something new today. Be okay being the weirdo that makes mistakes and isn't ashamed by it. Be okay. Be okay just being just okay. Don't overthink it. Sometimes that just okay is all that's needed to make a huge difference in the world. I'm trying to tell you. But look, I'm gonna end it on this. I thought that was a good lesson. Y'all take it easy. God bless.